Okay, on the way. Welcome to the season finale of my VFL Amiens series. So wrapping up the season here with two matches, starting out with this 3-5-2 with Tyler and Spartan up top, Sam at cam, Irish guy at left mid, Austin at right mid, Flick at DM, a generic guy at DM as well, then myself, Foster, Brando at center back, and Birdie in net. So interesting to see how this all works out. They are basically bottom of the table, so this is one we need to win, but they actually came out very defensive from start with the park the bus mentality. Irish guy with a good ball back to Flick, who does a good job here creating this chance. Great ball in to Spartan, just cannot finish that chance unfortunately, but a good way to start off this match by getting ourselves a little chance 5 minutes in basically. So we have to be very aggressive, but still be patient with their passing as well when teams are in that park the bus mentality. But this time the ball falls back here to Flick. Back to Sam, who tries to make something happen. Unfortunately, we just really cannot find the back of the net at times, it seemed like, or the passes were just a bit off at the first minutes here. But Brando does a good job tracking back, winning that ball. But this time, a great cross in from Austin, and you will see a lovely run here from Tyler in to put that ball in the back of the net to break that deadlock. I think we really needed that goal because it looked like it could have been able to hold on with that park the bus mentality because we were not able to finish some of our chances at the start here. But a great job from Tyler making that run from deep into that spot and being able to grab that goal for us. It also kind of lagged a little bit for whatever reason, had some lag issues during that goal. I mean, it was a good sign. It was a gift from God or something. But either way, Tyler out on this wing, some good work against Sam. Two Irish guy, lovely play. Tried to sweat it back to Sam. It looked like there. Unfortunately, could not pull that off. But either way, great work. That link up play from Sam and Irish guy was very good there. Tyler doing a good job linking back up here to Sam as well. Trying to get ball back to Spartan. Unfortunately, cannot turn and get that shot off. But a great link up play again. Like I said, we had only three shots, but we did have 61% possession. We just needed a little bit, probably a bit more, what's the word? Direct, I guess. But either way, Foster did a great job in the second half, really. And I came back here, was able to get the interception also. We really worked well together. If we do ever do a 3-5-2, I really would enjoy it with Foster, myself, Foster, and Brando, because I think we worked very well together, and I was able to help them because I told them to play a deeper line because in the past I've mentioned before that I think the higher line was really screwing us over with counterattacks. But good work from Foster, had a very good game along with Brando. I think we worked well there. Tyler again, unfortunately cannot put the ball back now, but Austin is there to pick up that rebound and put that one back in the net to grab his first goal of the season for us. Great work from him there to be able to pull off that goal, being the perfect spot there to make that thing happen, pick off of that little rebounds. So up 2-0 now, game's probably in the bag, it looks like now, against a team who was on park the bus, and they still stayed on the park the bus mentality, I think, also. But again, great work. Tyler fortunately just puts the ball wide again, but either way, we are doing a good job pushing hard. Foster comes in, and basically, I'm very conservative with my tackling a lot, but Foster said fuck it and came through and won the ball instead. That works for me as long as we win the ball, basically. Sam here, Tyler tries to get the shot off, but Flick is there to pick things up and put the ball in the back of the net to basically grab an extra goal here. 3-0, at least increase our goal deficit, I guess, is good to see. Flick actually had some pretty good goals throughout this season when he was able to make those games. He made that switch from striker and cam to a more of a centerman and CDM at times, so good work from him being able to really do a good job making that switch to a center mid spot after mostly playing striker and all that. But you can see the goals from Austin, Flick, and Tyler. Irish guy and Austin with the assists also. Clean sheets, you can hear the song in the back from myself and Birdie. Birdie didn't really have to do much, but either way, the key passes, Sam had 4, Flick had 2, Austin had 1, Irish had 1. Passing points, myself, Brandon, Brando, Foster, Flick picked up 2 along Spartan, Austin, Irish guy, Sam had 1. Myself, Flick, and Foster had some interceptions as well, and you can see those tackles also. Pretty good job there. But either way, we're going to get into this matchup now. Matiro Tutia comes in to play that left mid spot, and will be pushing Irish guy back to DM, and he had a very good game, to say the least. I have to say, some lovely work from him there, making up for some of the mistakes we did make, and just really being very strong defensively. You can see Diego just has to pass a bit quicker. Was very good defensively in this game, but Irish guy was in there to pick things up, try to push a little attack forward, as you you can see here. But again, the ball's being played over the top, it looks like now. But Irish guy does a good job really cleaning things up in that little moment. As you can see, again, pushing the ball forward. It's a good job recycling possession, getting things going, starting off attacks and all that. So it's good to see him really have that type of game, as you can see him. And now, again, cleaning things up and be able to clear the ball away. And actually, I think it will deflect off a player, as my shit is lagging right now. So sorry about that. But either way, pushing forward into this matchup, we'll see what we can do now. Unfortunately, the little giveaway just really hurt us, and I tried to step up, and then a huge goal there. You can see me, I tried to step up and play him offside, but it didn't work. But either way, it was a really good finish. Birdie unfortunately could not react quick enough for that, so I'll take part of the blame for that, because I probably should have tried to cut out that through ball a little bit better there. But Irish guy again doing some great work, winning the ball, recycling possession, was great at the DM spot for us. Could definitely fill in there when he's needed, but I do like him a lot going to the attack also. Just unfortunately cannot really get things going with our attack throughout this game. But either way, you can hear the Lord coming up big for us. Great work from him, and it would only continue his wonderful work there in net. As I think it was Foster actually pushed someone down there. But either way, we try to get the ball out, but weird stuff happens. All these deflections and shit. But a huge save from Birdie either way, as he keeps things very close here, 1-0. Great work from Birdie when he's called on Paul. He's had some growing pains. He had some issues at times, but he's really made up for it in this last weekend. Had a great last weekend, but unfortunately, again, we just could not get things going in the attack. Just the passing, the final ball was not coming off for us. As you can see, Sam could have probably played out to the other side there to either Flick or Tyler, but either way, just one of those games from all of us where we just kind of could not get things really going into the attack. I think we did a good job defensively, but the final third was a bit troubling for us. But either way, we all going to have one of those games on occasion, something we'll clean up next season as we start to get more familiar with each other. We also need to get on earlier, guys, so we can play more practice games and stuff. But Spartan, unfortunately, with a big chance here, just pushes that wide. So probably our clearest chance of the game, but unfortunately, Spartan cannot find the back of the net there in that chance. As again, they're pushing forward, but some good work from Austin. And yeah, we are actually pushing forward, but again, either way, the attacks just were not coming out for us, as you can see here, trying to make things happen. But a good ball to Tyler, but they were swarming like crazy. There was not much you can do when there's 7 guys swarming like that. Foster puts the ball over the nets there, as I actually was starting to push forward way too much also. But yeah, you'll see that come back to haunt us in a little bit as I start to roam forward, because for some reason I thought we could still get qualification to a playoff spots. And you'll see it just really kind of affect us at times when I just decide to make these scampers forward. Foster does a good job winning the ball, but there he loses it back, and then unfortunately we give up a goal there to basically put the game away 2-0. And that will end that one. But either way, there were some good moments. We saw Irish guy have a great game there at the DM spots, and you can all see Austin was really promising in both games, getting down that wing, playing a very good ball. Just unfortunately, no one could get there. But either way, that'll end that game for us, as we'll take a look at Birdie had 6 saves. Man of the match was definitely Irish guy there. Tyler, Flick, Spartan, and Sam with a key pass each as well. But either way, good work from some of our guys. We'll just have to really clean things up in the attack. There's one of those games where you cannot really link up. They're also swarming a lot defensively, so we'll take that and move on and see what we can do to improve. As you see the passing points now, basically Spartan and myself had 2, Tyler, Austin, Sam, Flick, Brando, Foster, Irish guy had some. Matiro Tutia had a lot of interceptions, just needed to clean up his passing. Austin had 2 interceptions. Irish guy with 5 tackles, Austin with 3, Brando with 3, Foster with 2, and Flick with 1 also. So some good work in those tackles from Irish guy and Austin. Brando was getting into them also. So really was happy to see how Irish guy and Austin had fared in those last 2 games of the season. But you see we end up being in that 12th position, 16 points. The sad thing was we dropped 5 points against Bordeaux in Tours FC. That could have actually put us into a playoff spot at 6 there. Unfortunately, things did not work out for us. We also had some unfortunate games also throughout. So there was a drop point, I think it was against Berg Pedronet, that did not show where they won the last minute. So as well as Auxerre, I think it was, or Stade de Rennais, that ended up basically winning off of us not being able to clear the ball, do some FIFA bullshit. So yeah, we were very close to a playoff spots. We weren't some drop points. So it's something we're going to improve on. I think we can really push for promotion next season. So to round out this episode, we're going to take a look at these statistics, basically, of each player that played a game, at least for our team, basically. I played the most games. I had a goal, yay. I led the team in actually passing points as well as tackles. Had a good amount of interceptions also. I mostly played, I think it was CDM, fullback, and center back. So, yeah. But then Tyler led the team basically in goals with 6 in the league, as well as 1 in the cup, and then 7 assists as well. So, good work for him. Also played a game at goalkeeper. Then I had 2 man of the match performances. Now Sam was very valuable attacking player, 3 goals, 2 assists, led the team in key passes also. Good work from him as he was one of the higher players in passing points as well. Then Birdie, great work with those saves, 2 mans of the matches, and he had 2 clean sheets as well. Then Flick with 4 goals and assist, quite a bit of key passes from him as well. You can see did a good job there with the passing points. When he did play CM, he had some interceptions, tackles as well. So good to see him. He played quite a few games. Glad to have him in. Now Foster, a guy who really did not have much 11-man experience or anything at all, did a good job coming in for us and putting some work and growing throughout the season. Really glad to have him on our side. Shark Core Forsyth, who's played with us before, had a really good season. Played a little bit of center mid, right back, center back, right mid. Played wherever he was asked. And Spartan also did a good job showing up for us, putting in some goals, putting in some good performances as well. But Brando, another guy who was new to the scene as a center back, did a good job improving over the season. Had a really good final week in my opinion. Then Asteroid was a pretty solid player throughout as a fullback. Cuddy came in on occasion when he could and put in some work at center back for us as well as left back. Now Batiro Tuti, another guy who never really played much pro clubs or 11v11 before, did a good job stepping in for us. An Irish guy, great work from him this last week in Austin as well. Very impressed by how they played here to round out the season. B, of course, a YouTuber in the Frio Jolito with a goal and assist. Unfortunately, will not be coming back to us, as well as Guardy FIFA. Played a few games for us early in the season, and then Dishard had a goal for us in a couple games he played. Then Los Rassos will round things out with a game as well. So really happy to see how everyone played. I think really excited to see how this team forms. So it's great to see the performances from Austin, Irish guy, the improvement from guys like those two, as well as Brando, Foster, Birdie throughout the year was nice to see, as well as Diego on the rest. So good work from everyone. Really enjoyed this season. There's a lot of fun managing here. I mean, we did not have the best results, obviously, but I think we'd really improve on things. We have a great core that is, the majority of us are coming back next season. We'd like to add some players as well. Again, if you're a fullback or a center back or even maybe a CDM who can make Wednesdays and Fridays, I would love to have you on our team. You would definitely get some games. If you're a good player, you can really turn into a starting player as well with the chances you'll get on those cup games and those Friday games. So we'll see if you can end up, breaking into that starting lineup if you would like to trial with us and you can impress us and at least be a rotational player at first. But we'd also like a class striker at cam. So if you're one of those positions, we would love to have that, since Frio Jolito will be leaving us, unfortunately. So yeah, again, great season, guys. Loved playing with you. Hope you guys enjoyed this series as well. For all of you, those who are not a player or anything, I really enjoyed making these videos. So hope you continue to support, even though the support obviously isn't close to what I get on player growth tests. I still really enjoy making this content and expect to see more actually pro clubs content in general on my second channel as well. So subscribe to that second channel. You see some other leagues that I'll be involved in as well on PS4. So with that, guys, thanks for tuning in. I love you. I'll be signing out now, and I'll catch you guys later.